Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more Rise of Mordor for you today, and this is a glorious 2v2 on Edoras, which I'm pretty sure actually, through all the Rise of Mordor videos I have covered, I don't think we've actually covered Edoras as a, like, on a battle at all. I mean, I think the reason for that was just, like, Edoras is kind of like a pretty big map. It's like, it was like pretty buggy when it first originally came out, and I don't think we ever really bothered to touch on it. But here we are today, and we have Isengard fighting alongside Dol Guldur, and they're attacking Rohan and Gondor today. So it seems Gondor has come to the aid of Rohan in today's scenario. They're coming to help defend Edoras, not the Westfold, but Edoras. They can do one better, it would seem. And yeah, it seems like it's a little bit laggy. I don't know exactly why that is, but it is a little bit laggy. There you go. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's the map. I'm not sure. But there you go. 3,900 versus 4,600 is the sort of the numbers that we're looking at today. I mean, they started out. I mean, the evil forces started out with a little bit more, but they've already lost some troops. We do have some Knights of the Mark out of here, which we'll have to keep an eye on. They managed to get out the gates before Isengard managed to land, and he has actually started his assault over. Oh, not Isengard, sorry, Dol Guldur has started his assault on this side. I mean, Isengard and Dol Guldur pretty similar in some ways, I guess. They kind of both got heavily armored warriors. Both got pretty good shock troops. Both have, I mean, actually, both don't have no cav because there is no cav for Dol Guldur. But, you know, I don't think either has bothered to bring any. Dol Guldur versus Rohan, though, should be a pretty good matchup, I think. Dol Guldur, I wouldn't say is it's probably one of the weaker evil factions. And I'd say the same for Rohan being one of the weaker good factions. So this could be a pretty good matchup. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing, I was about to say Thrones of Britannia. If you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor on the channel and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment show your support. And also, if you're enjoying seeing Thrones of Britannia, why not leave a like and support as well? If you've been watching that, if you haven't, then that's fine as well. Oh, poor guy there, just getting beheaded. He clearly was not liked by that orc there. Sword Dane's here getting ripped to shreds, in fairness. I mean, the champions of Dol Guldur already in here. That's a pretty bold move by Dol Guldur, already throwing them in. I mean, he's got a lot of, like, reserves back here that are just, like, phantoms. Yeah, he's got some pikes, but I would have thrown in the phantoms maybe first, because they don't break. Throw them in first, because, well, they don't break. I guess it's a pretty good assault, like, force that would be. Like, imagine being attacked by a unit that just won't break or refuse to die, almost. But yeah, let's say, I mean, they've got some good shots from over here. The Garrison, the Hornburg. And they are focusing those champions of Dol Guldur down. Though, not really getting many kills. I mean, they might start to now. They're starting to do damage to the armor. I'm starting to see a few hits here and there, but nothing major. You can now see that they're going to hit into the flank of Rohan here. And it seems like Gondor and Rohan are both kind of preparing already for this last stand. Like, they're not expecting to hold the choke points they're holding, which is a bit pessimistic in my way. I always like to try and defend with everything possible, and then if I feel like, yeah, I'm not going to win at the walls or wherever I decide to hold, I'll then fall back the entire force. Because if you hold back, like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of infantry, one of them being a triple gold chevron fountain guard, by the way, and we've got some cav here, which I'm surprised they haven't got outside the walls, or like down here at least. Like, if you've not got these units in combat, like, you're gonna lose anyway, because the enemy's gonna be throwing their entire army at you, and you're throwing, like, a small portion of yours. You see over here that Gondor is not having a fun time right now against these Uruk-hai infantry. I mean, his Penith Gillian have been ripped to shreds, which is no surprise. Wyand Stormers, though, looking pretty beat. 75 of them left. I mean, where are they getting shot by? They're getting shot all the way back here. Gondor archers have got a pretty nice angle, actually. They can't see anything, but they're being told by, I don't know, some spotter or something like that, that there's a load of Uruks over the other side. It seems like when we're over on this side with Gondor, it seems like it seems to lag out a little bit. So we'll go back to Rohan then. Rohan over here. These champions of Dol Guldur are getting absolutely ripped to shreds, actually. These ones, in comparison, I mean, I'm presuming they're also getting hit by Garrison and Hornburg. Yeah, getting hit right in the flank. And these Erling men-at-arms, they may just about hold on. Actually, and probably not. They're going to get beaten by the Guldur Blades instead. That's kind of embarrassing. You beat probably one of the best shock infantry units in the game, and you get beaten by a pretty average sword unit. But yeah, this was also sent in by a member of my Discord. Oh, we have a battle out here. Okay, we have this battle out here. Who charged who? I'm going to say that maybe the Servants of the Eye charged Knights of the Mark, because I can't see how the Servants of the Eye kind of lost the man if they were charged. But what I was saying is, if you're enjoying, if you want to send in your own replays, then do join the Discord. The link's down below in the description. Or if you just want to get involved in some Rise of Mordor battles, if you're like, I can't get a multiplayer battle to save my life, just feel free to join the Discord. Plenty of people on the server play the game, and always up for some games. It's a great little community we've got going on. And you can see here we've got Gondor's spears now going in, and they're going to go in against Isengard. Yeah, for some bizarre reason, when we come over here, it starts to stutter a little bit. Maybe it's part of the map, I don't know. Everywhere else seems to be fine, but Dunland's sending in there. The Dunlandings coming back in. I mean, they're going to make the difference here. These little, very light axes. I don't think they're going to make much of a difference. Hopefully, I mean, it looks like Isengard's got plenty of reserves. He's got more Urks. He's got White and Storm in general. He's got plenty of Uruk pikes. Wow, he has a lot of Uruk pikes actually, and he has some Uruk-hai infantry yet to go in. But he's already committed all of his like berserkers. These guys are absolutely ripped to shreds. Wow. Kind of a waste. I mean, if he's had this much money, I don't know like how much money they had exactly, but I would have probably brought archers instead of crossbows to start with, and I would have probably then just allowed myself to bring maybe something that's slightly better than Dunland tribesmen, because they're just terrible. But at the moment, it seems like the attackers are being held at the walls. But for not much longer, it would seem. The defenders don't seem too inclined to send more troops down to the walls. They want to hold in other places, kind of make it a bit of a tiered defense, which I kind of understand, but like I said, you are then just allowing your army to be attacked in little pieces. So, I mean, personally, my advice, I wouldn't recommend doing that for like newer players. But it's up to you. Everyone's got their own tactics and their own ways. Look at this little sneaky flank maybe coming down here. We've got Guard of the Golden Hall. It's a very elite, most elite spear unit for Rohan. Probably the most elite infantry unit entirely. I mean, look at it. It looks beautiful. It really does. Oh my god, they look beautiful. Anyway, they're going to go down, and they're going to try and rear charge these Gondor blades over here. It's not a bad idea, to be fair. But you're going to have to send some more troops like these early men-at-arms might need to come down this side of Garrison the Hornburg. Send them down, because I think this early men-at-arm will break here. And this one's certainly going to break because it's getting surrounded. There is now more fresh troops down here. You've got early men-at-arms. Oh, they were debating about coming down and helping out, but they're retreating actually. And Gondor's having to send over some bashed up infantry as well. That's not so good. And this is even worse. Gondor's starting to lose here already. I mean, these battered berserkers, these battered berserkers are like maybe changing this fight around. I don't know. They're changing something for sure. This is very bizarre that Gondor, for some reason. Maybe they just know that Gondor isn't supposed to be in Edoras. It's like, no, I refuse. But there you go. These early men-at-arms, they realize they're going to have to turn around. They're going to have to stop somewhere, because unless they're going to try and retreat all the way back there, I don't think they're going to make it. I also like how Gondor decided to dismount his general. His Knights of the Silver Swan. I mean, the Knights of the Silver Swan are a really good tanky cav unit. I would not have dismounted them. I mean, his horses are all the way back here. Yeah, he's got a long way to go if he wants to get them back. He's going to come all the way up this massive hill, come back to the Golden Hall itself. Don't think he's going to be getting there. I don't know why they're like all their troops stacked here anyway, because the cap point's here. Unless they, I don't know, are they going to send them out at some point? I'm not really sure. They have also brought Axemen of Losnark here, or these Warriors of Losnark. I'm kind of surprised they brought these, and they shovel them up so much. I mean, I guess that maybe will, I mean, that might help them, but I honestly feel like you're just polishing a turd. These guys are not strong. It's one of Gondor's weaknesses, is shock infantry. Oh, these, did the Guards of the Golden Hall even bother? Wow, the Guards of the Golden Hall, I think, must have gone down and then snuck behind them and then decided, you know what, we're going to go all the way back up this hill, because they just did not engage. They actually lost quite a few men. Yeah, they got stuck in this combat here, I think, and lost some men. That's unfortunate. So Rohan's just making a full retreat now. I mean, He's done quite a lot of damage though to Dol Guldur. Like, Dol Guldur's lost a lot of men. He's got a lot of archers left. These Merca trackers are pretty awful. These Golden Blades over here, still sort of okay. But he's lost all his shot. He's only got one pike unit. Well, he's not lost all his shot. He's got his general, I guess. He's got artillery, which I guess could be key. This could be very key. But honestly, I don't see how Dol Guldur's going to have much joy getting up these next few spots. Unless, like, this infantry appears, like, just terrible. I mean, his early men at arms. Guard of the Golden Hall, they're pretty good. Obviously pretty good. I honestly don't think Dol Guldur's going to be doing much. It's going to be down to Isengard. I may be wrong. Dol Guldur may just, you know, pull out the bag, do a little more work. But Isengard, honestly, for me, looks like he's going to be the one that's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. He's got a lot of his pikes left. He's still got... His crossbows are handy. They're actually a really good archer unit. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. He has actually got some bows. He actually did bring some Uruk-hai archers. So I do... I'll take it back, actually, what I said earlier. These Uruk-hai archers... He's got half on half. I mean, that's pretty handy. If these crossbows set up in a choke point as well, they could pierce through armor. Yeah, I'd be getting this cavern side now. I'll be trying to rush things like maybe this Guard of the Golden Hall. I don't think you'll make that, but you may be able to get this Gondor sword before we get back to any friendly territory. Especially now that it's just turned around and it's going to march back towards Dol Guldur. You just want to kill as many defenders as possible. You can see here 2,300 against 3,300. I honestly think that might be good enough odds for the good factions, but I'm not sure. I am not sure. See, like the occasional berserker in there, merged in with all the Uruks. It's awesome. Look at him. He's like, "Hold me back, boys. Hold me back. I'm just getting so angry." He's killed another one. Look at that. He's killing people left, right, and centre as this madman. Berserker's another unit like the Phantoms, like we mentioned earlier, that don't break. He just killed another one. This guy's just going a ham. I'm going to see how many kills this Berserker can get in the time he's here. I think he's going to get another one, you know. He's bashing this Gondor spear. He's pretty bloodied up, though. He's going to get this kill. Yeah, he got another kill there. Well done to him. And there you go, they're through. And those poor Gondor spears getting overrun. They just can't do any more. Poor guy. Maybe Gondor's regretting coming to save Rohan. I feel like they are. They're losing a lot of men. But they still seem to have a lot. I mean, they've got so much up here. This is the thing. Like, you can go, oh, Gondor's not got a lot left down here. But they've got quite a lot up here. This is like 3 fresh sword infantry. And they've got the pikes. Looks like they have sent something down. They sent some spears down by the looks of it. And going to send back some axes instead. An interesting choice. Dol Guldur's got 2 places he can attack. He can attack here with the early men at arms. But it looks like he's going to throw everything over here into this choke point. By the looks of it. I mean, I would probably try and use archers first, maybe soften them up. I mean, even though they're Mirkwood archers, arrows are better than nothing. There's some gold chevron phantoms. I'm expecting some great things to happen from them, but it looks like the Warriors of Losnark are going to get mobilized. Maybe try and rout these Gondor blades. No, I'd keep these guys back. You don't want to just let these guys get shot for free. Never let your shocking infantry just get shot. Look at them, they look beautiful. There they go. They get given the order, and they're going to go flying through the spear line, and they're going to go into these orcs down here. And they're going to cut some heads off. So any sort of setup that Dol Guldur wanted to do has been rudely interrupted by Gondor. Down comes some Garrison the Hornburg as well. They will do a good amount of damage as well. They're actually a pretty good unit. They're one of the few units I count in Rise of Mordor as a hybrid unit. They have an axe and a shield when they are in combat. Sorry, and they've got a bow when they are not in combat. They're good at both jobs. Certainly against Dol Guldur, I think they'll do just fine in this fight here. Like, they're a heavy bow infantry. They're fighting very heavy melee. This is a weak, very heavy melee, though, you got to think. Looks like they got air, and they're firing the artillery. What are they firing this at? They've lost one. I think that was to the Trebuchet earlier. I mean, not a bad area to shoot over here is this blob. Maybe hit the cavalry, some Garrison the Hornburg. There's a general here you could hit. I mean, there's early men at arms getting hit from the side, but I don't know how much damage it's really doing. I mean, these are Mirkwood trackers, like I said. Not the greatest in the world. At least doing some HP damage, I guess. Yeah, I think they're trying to hit with the artillery, trying to hit this spear as well. I just wouldn't bother. Yeah, look at this. Warriors of Loznok taking a lot of casualties. I think that's from when they retreated. Don't know if that was really the wisest move in the world, but they did it anyway. I was about to say, are you serious? This is a one-man berserker unit. Look at this god. I want to believe he's the one that's killing Gondor spears earlier, left, right, and center. He is a god. What shall we call him? I'm going to call him Carl. Carl the Berserker. He's going to try and chase down all these Gondor swords. And if I was a Gondor sword, I'd be running away from Carl as well. Carl is a pretty scary man. But I don't think you'll... I don't know. He may survive that. I don't know. I'm interested to see how long he makes into the battle. Like how far he makes it. He's at the last stand. What a god. Urukai infantry. Oh, they're firing fire arrows. I mean, it's not that effective. Especially when they have generals. I mean, fire arrows do like damage to morale. That's all I'd be like you fire. That's the only reason I'd be firing it. And like, Isengard still has his general. Like, it's not really a threat. I'd be using my ammo right now, and I'd be shooting down this general. Actually, he's like on an angle, if not showing your back to the archers. You can shoot him in the back right now and get some pretty nasty shots. Oh, there's a charge over here though. Got Summons the Eye. They went flying on in, chasing down this Gondor sword. This Gondor sword really was in a sticky position. Didn't really have anywhere to go. And these Cav get some pretty easy kills. I do apologize. My voice is like dying today. I don't really know why. So I'll be like maybe wheezing at some points. But I have some agua. I have some water, so we are good to go. If my voice fails. Yeah, look at this. Like, this is all that Dol Guldur really got left, like his mainline infantry. What, 4 units of really bad swords, some like phantoms, which are just tiny units now. Got like another unit over here and some pikes. He's bringing up his general, which is shock. We can't really throw that in. Like, Dol Guldur's morale sucks. Isengard's gonna have to think about maybe sending him some pikes or something like that. But even still, like, Rohan has got like Garrison the Hornbow back there, I think, with some ammo. We've got, I think, nearly full ammo. Gondor and Rohan fight side by side now against Isengard. If only this happened in the movies, Isengard wouldn't have stood a chance. They just wouldn't. They could have a million bombs and they'd be finished. It's kind of weird to think that like you see like Gondor in like the movies, and they're like look like they're about to have their downfall. Like they're in a really dark place. So like yeah, like it's not going well for them. But like the Third Age was their golden era. Like, which is really bizarre. I mean, not many years before, a few hundred years before the events of like the War of the Ring, like Gondor was having its golden age. It's kind of weird to think. I mean, I wouldn't say how the mighty have fallen. They were still pretty strong. They still have vast armies. They're just scattered across so many fronts. And unfortunately, couldn't send any to Rohan. They're defending Caer Andros and Ithilien and all these other places. And obviously Osgiliath. That's a map I can't wait to see, to be fair. Osgiliath. When we have Osgiliath, oh boy, I'm going to have to do so many battles covering that. And I hope they can do a like an intact Osgiliath, and then like maybe a destroyed, a partly destroyed one. That'd be really cool. Like partly ruined one. That'd be awesome. Like have 2 different ones. Be great. I mean, they're doing like great things with Moria, like with the Moria map. If you haven't seen that, I'd definitely go and check it out on their Discord and on their channel. They've like done loads of like sort of like teasers and announcements for it. Looks really, really good. I'm really excited to do some scenarios on that. So if they could do Moria and make that like a massive map, then I'm sure they could do Osgiliath. Don't know why Gondor's got his general so high up. It seems like the only fighting. Dol Guldur, I mean, in fairness, has nothing left to really fight with. He is short. Oh! Carl is coming over here. Look at this. He's going to be absolutely knackered by the time he gets there. He's already knackered. Oh, the lighting for Attila. Just awful. Carl just looks so dark. And I'm sure he looks even darker with YouTube bringing down the quality. He's just like moving through these arches like, excuse me, sorry, coming through. I mean, they should garrison the Hornburg here, which, I mean, yeah, it's a scary unit. You don't want this unit to like be able to fight you later on. But they have no ammo. Shoot at least a garrison the Hornburg with ammo. Which is like one over here. There's one intermingled over here. Shoot these guys. I mean, the garrison of the Hornburg are going to have to fire about 2 or 3 volleys into this mess, and they break both these units. Like, Merca Trax is just terrible. And they've retreated of Gondor because they brought pikes up of Isengard. I mean, not the worst thing in the world. If I was Gondor, then I'd just retreat somewhere like here. So the pikes have got like an option. They have like multiple ways that they could go like down, and they could get flanked in certain areas. That would be what I'd do. Sneaky things like that. Isengard's saw away. What is going on up here? Oh, there's another little berserker fight here. There's 3 berserkers. We have Carl number 2, and Carl number 2's dead. What happened to Carl number 1? He died, didn't he? We didn't see Carl die. I'm going to presume he died getting shot by an arrow. Ungrateful, aren't they, Gondor and Rohan? They just couldn't let Carl survive and make it through the battle. F in the chat for Carl. That's all I'm going to say. But here we go. The next clash is underway. I mean, it's just some Gondor archers. I mean, I don't know why they're bothering to sacrifice these guys. I'll at least just merge them in with the Gondor spears here. Just giving some easy kills to Rohan. Well, and a few to Gondor because they're killing those Dunland axes. But that's about it. And they broke them nice and easy. And here we go. Warriors of Losnark coming forward. Look like, I mean, if he's gonna send them in, he's got to send them in and keep them in until he breaks everything. Until he breaks everything he's fighting, he cannot retreat them because they lose a lot of men to shock infantry when they pull out. Or at least needs to send in like spears, something else as well. But who knows? Who knows what he'll do? This is like the only fight that's really like raging on right now. I don't think Dol Guldur's really got, like I said, has not got the strength to be making any sorts of assault. Oh no, I say that. He is starting an assault over here, but the Phantoms have gone in against Erling men at arms. Finally, we're going to see these undead boys in action. Is there anywhere else to get up? No, there isn't. So it is going to just be the one choke point up here eventually. Hopefully they don't leave too much up here, because otherwise I don't think the evil forces have enough. Like Gondor right now has got stacks up here. I mean, in fairness, Gondor doesn't need any more. He's doing perfectly fine with what he has down here. These Axemen are Losnark as well. They're just like ripping through these boys.
Hold on to your sword there.
Yeah, it seems like Gondor's going to hold this sort of choke point here. I mean, he's retreated his Losnark Axeman again. I don't think that was really a wise idea. Now the spears have the joy of engaging, and I mean, look at the bodies. Seems like Warriors of Lost Ark did a pretty good damage. I mean, this Uruk-hai infantry they sent up is pretty much battered. And I think this might be the last fresh Uruk-hai infantry that's up. No, there's White Stormers here. They're pretty healthy. Got some more White Stormers of 65-man unit that's going to go round. But honestly, there we go. Dogville, I was going to say, he's just going to have to throw stuff in. He's just going to have to throw stuff in and hope that he can break through another line. I think he could probably break through maybe one more line of infantry, but I don't think much more than that. There you go. Dogville is probably going to break here eventually. Look, I mean, these guys are losing. I mean, they're wavering as well. Yeah, early men-at-arms winning decisively. You don't see that often. Looks like over here as well. I mean, the Phantoms are going to get cut down by these early men-at-arms, but now the Pikes come in. Dogville's only Pike unit, and they kind of... What the heck happened here? Are they going to just try and pull through? They look like they're just going to try and pull through. They did just pull through. Well, I mean, that's kind of scummy by Dogville. I know he's losing and stuff, but you can't just go and do that. Lose at least with honor, and now he's lost his Pike unit for it. It would have been better just holding it in front. He would have got some kills. But there you go. So Dogville's almost out, really. He's, well, yeah, kind of just down to like a few units of Phantoms, some swords. His general and Servants of the Eye, he's really not got a lot left to offer. I mean, Rohan's did a pretty good job. But I'd say Dogville is probably the weakest faction. And certainly when you don't bring like a lot of shock infantry. It's like their only strength, just like they can bring an overwhelming amount of shock. And especially when Rohan can't. But they can bring a lot of spears, which suck to shock. Uruk-hai infantry, I just send them in. No point standing here getting shot. Pikes as well, get them in there. At least it makes it an awkward angle. And these Gondor spears, they've now got a hold.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Gondor spears are starting to lose it. They're dropping pretty quickly. I mean, if they break through here, then I mean they can't get in behind Rohan. But I mean, Rohan or Gondor could just send more troops over. I mean, they really should anyway. There's no real need to give up this spot. This is a good spot. One choke point. I mean, there is 2 choke points over here, but really, like, Rohan and Gondor can just hold the armies of evil just to two or three choke points. And I don't think they really have enough troops to assault all of them, like, really, like, effectively. And I don't know why they retreat their swords. Like, why not just send keep the swords in there? The pikes are going in. The pikes and swords combined would be a lot better. Means the pikes have a bit more protection. These Gondor spears are going to retreat. I mean, this is what like Isengard's been doing all day. Just bringing up pikes, and Gondor's been retreating. Eventually he's going to have to make a stand, though. Over here, it's still not looking great. These Phantoms just suck now. They really do. It might have been better bringing Wraiths. They're at least like heavy. They're like heavy swords, sorry. And they have a shield. They're actually kind of handy. Then again, these guys kind of should suck because they don't break. Or at least they didn't used to break. They might now. I hope not. But yeah, we might be able to see a general. Not a general. A Sons of the Eye here. Go flying on up. He's gonna go around this like up this ridge. Maybe hit the garrison of the Hornburg. I mean, hopefully Rohan's paying attention. Otherwise, it's very nice, very good looking arch unit is about to get run down, or at least a slightly run down. I don't think they'd be able to kill the entire unit. I mean, look at Rohan. Look, Rohan's like infantry is like very much on a very narrow spot now. If Gondor wants to like do some damage, just flank around. Go around these two spots here. Surround men at arms. I mean, they've got some axe stains ready, but they're not that great. Just send up your general, champions of Gondor, sneak around, and in. Boom. Here we go. Look at this. This is not looking good at all. Oh, it's very weak Gondor spear. Okay. Say Uruk-hai archers being Gondor spears. That's not good. I mean, I don't get what this is. Just retreating all the time. Like, for that man's died. He didn't need, like, he would have at least maybe able to get a kill. He carried on like fighting. And we've got now some guard of the Golden Hall. Look at them. They're ready to go. Looking beautiful. And they're gonna help defend this side now. Rohan doesn't really need as many troops over on the other side. Dumbledore's kind of defeated. Early men at arms, a tiny little unit getting just shot to pieces. I mean, either the Axemen or Lordsnark need to just go in. They can't just stand here and just get shot by crossbows. That's the last thing they need to be doing. Armor piercing as well. Armor piercing shots. Not good. And just about nearly every phantom unit over here is now breaking. Well, not breaking, but losing. Just next time you give them the option to rise again from the dead, just don't take the offer, phantoms. What's bringing up here? I mean, these Mirkwood trackers might as well go in. I mean, they're going to break instantly, but what's this? Oh, those White Hand Stormers have finally made it over here. I don't know if that's going to be enough to break through. What's he going to do here then? Is he just keeping these guys hidden? I don't know. Don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's just worried that he's going to get charged by a cav. The cav's a long way away. Not sure. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. A really sneaky thing that I would do is I'd put some spears on this side and archers behind. And then you also have like another spear line sort of like here. So then when the attackers attack you, you can also just shoot them in the back with your archers. That's what I'd do. I'd be a little bit sneaky, a little bit cheesy, but there's some pretty good places to defend on this one I've seen. Edoras certainly will have to be a map that we check out in future battles. Uruk-hai archers. I don't think they're going to break through this. The elite spears of Rohan. These men are literally guarding the Golden Hall today. Why retreat? Why? You're losing just a couple of guys. It's just you lose like one or two men, but they all add up. Well, in fairness, they actually did break these guys, but even still, hold this choke point. Why not? There's pikes, yeah. So who cares? Looks like, oh wow, they go like fully retreating. I think they are. I mean, this is going to just jeopardize Rohan though. Rohan's winning on this side, and he's going to win. And there's a cav now coming up now. Cav can't really get a great charge into these axes. You can't really charge the spears either, but he's going to go for the axes. Yeah, it was like one of the worst, not a great charge. And now that Cav's going to have a really rough time fighting axes. Well, I don't know. I say that. I forget they're warriors of Lordsnark. If it was any other shock infantry, quite possibly this Cav would have been in a bit of trouble, but possibly not. Also, it is melee Cav, I guess. I guess I forget that Sons of the Eye is melee Cav. even though it's armored like shot. They're cutting these axes down. This is kind of just a waste of a Warriors of Lozanark then. Numbers are sort of evening out though. 1,600 against 2,400. Look at this. They're just going to try and pull back their axes. They're in combat, man. You're not getting them out of there. You're going to break them. All you're going to achieve is breaking your own units. You're better just standing and fighting. Like, if you make a mistake, pulling through the unit you're fighting to try and get out and undo your mistake, probably the worst thing you can do. Because you can lose the unit instantly. I'm going to just assume that these guys are newer players. I'm not really, like... I don't know. These tactics just seem to make me think newer player, or certainly inexperienced. Which is fine. Just need to, like, learn, basically, the... what happens in Attila, basically. You can't really pull through units, like I said, unless you, like, knock the unit entirely down with a cab charge. You're probably going to lose a lot of your men if you pull through. These early men at arms are finally getting killed off. I mean, this all they had to do was just surround them. Rohan didn't seem to be interested in stopping it. And look at this, now they're retreating up the slope. I think it's a little bit early. I think they could have beaten them down here. Could have easily beaten them down here. I don't know if they're just doing it for the scenario sort of thing, like just want to make it feel a bit more like a last stand. We've got more cav here. Knights of the House of Earl. So some really good cav here. Rohan is splashing the cash on his cav, it would seem. Can't wait to see them in action. I mean, they could do a lot of damage to, like, Dol Guldur. They could probably take out Dol Guldur and a decent portion of Isengard if they play it right. If they charge that general, for instance, and get this general, Dol Guldur breaks. But yeah, that seems like that's good. I'm gonna make maybe a little cut. I don't know. Well, actually, we'll fast forward for now, and I'm gonna see what happens. I was gonna make a little cut, but you know, I don't think Dol Guldur's gonna slow down. He's gonna just send up his little weak units and maybe harass Gondor and Rohan. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this one. It's been an interesting one, certainly. I don't know really how to put it. Some interesting tactics and. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of really it, all I was going to say. I mean, it's nice to see Edoras, obviously. It's been a very, very fun inclusion. Like I said, I think this must be the first time Edoras is featured on the channel. But yeah, I certainly think that they could have beaten them maybe at the walls down here. Maybe. Certainly could have beaten them at the second choke point here. Like, Rohan could have been aggressive and pushed down. Forced Dol Guldur to engage. Gondor definitely could have beaten them in this one choke point here. Since Isengard was just sent everything up through that one point. But yeah, it seems like could be waiting a little while for the next assault. I don't know. Could be a little while. I'm gonna make a little. Well, actually, no, I don't know. I was gonna say make a little cut. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a cut. If these guys are stopping here, I will make a cut, and I'll see you guys in a moment for when the next assault begins. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, and we are back. And well, as soon as it began, the Merkel trackers broke instantly. Basically, I literally like. They just charged up and they got broke instantly. I mean, in fairness, look at them and they lost. And this is what they got to get through. Guard of the Golden Hall and Fountain Guard. Oh my, that is a choke point I would not want to assault. There's another choke point over here. I didn't actually realize this until they'd all set up. But it looks like we're gonna have a charge from Sons of the Eye here. So they're gonna go try and break through this Gondor shield wall. I don't think they'll be able to do it, especially with that charge. It's more like a trot. Yeah, that's not ended well. Yeah. Out of elite, well, yeah, they're not really killing anyone. I'm seeing a lot of cavalry fall, and yeah, you got some spears now going in, and they'll just be a nice counter to that cav. And also, Archer Tower, by the seems of it, just sniping out some horsemen. These poor Numenorians getting cut down. Yeah, they'll start to die. Yeah, get out of there. That could be a handy cav unit late game if you can break through. Honestly, they're gonna have to just bring up these crossbows like they're doing now, and they're gonna just try and hope that they can shoot through the shield wall and hit these pikes behind. There's only 83 of them. But it's a painful 83 of them. It looks a really, really nice. I do like the mix though, like the with the shield wall, the green shield wall, and then like the armor of Gondor. It's pretty nasty. I wonder if this is going to be what we're going to have to deal with for a little while. It may be the case. We may be like about to just stand here and watch the Fountain Guard. If that's the case, I'll obviously fast forward. It looks like what are they doing on this side? They're going to form a shield wall again. I mean, there's now only 2 choke points they've got to worry about. They've still got a lot of ammo though on those crossbows. I mean, if I was on this side, I'd just start throwing up like whatever shock infantry you got. So that'll be the general door. And I'd also probably just send up some pikes, force them back here. Like they've been retreating anyway as soon as the pike infantry unit gets relatively close. But now I don't think they can fall back. I mean, where else do they retreat to? I guess here maybe. Oh gosh, wow! There's like multiple single choke points that they can fall back to. Edoras. It's a nasty place. I would not want to be assaulting it. But yeah, let's just fast forward a little bit while we wait. It's just a bit of dead air going on. Nothing really happening here. If they send forward their like Warriors of Losnark again, I don't know why. Like it's just not a good tactic. They got spears and swords, just like all forming shield wall here. They are really, really ready to dig in now. They are not like this would be now the time to send forward pikes. Also, you got to remember the Knights of House of Earl are still down here and they're hidden. They managed to stay hidden, so they could sneak up, get behind, attack out archers, pikes, you name it, they could do it. They retreated those guys. Yeah, they have. Wow, they retreated a spear unit and instead they replaced it with some Gondor swords. I mean, it's not much better, not much worse, to be honest. Maybe slightly better for like the attackers. Like Guard of the Golden Hall are kind of elite. Gondor infantry is not. Wow, another fruitless charge really up here. I don't know why he keeps trying this. I mean, he doesn't know, but he might need this cav to stop the Knights of the House of Earl, at least pin them down. He doesn't know that they're there, though. Maybe that's what Rohan's kind of waiting for now. He's waiting until that cavalry's all gone. Then he can quite happily harass stuff. Maybe he's just waiting for these generals to just get isolated and be on their own. Not really sure. I mean, I'll wait until the White and Storm general goes up at least. But yeah, it looks like they're really not bothered about going in on that side. I mean, no surprises. Fountain Guard waiting. We now have got Uruk-hai infantry throwing themselves in here, joined by the Stones of the Eye.
And he can no longer fire.
Is that the Uruk-hai breaking? No, they're just retreating. Again, I don't see why they've been bothering to retreat when pikes come up. Just keep them in there. The pikes will get to the front line anyway. They got long pointy sticks. They don't need to worry about who's in front of them. They'll just stab through friend and foe. Phantoms are in here as well. They look at this. Defenders are going to retreat. I mean, this is not a bad idea though. Defend with like a spear unit here. Then have a sword to flank. Be a pretty good counter to the pikes. Well, I thought so, but he's sending the swords back in. I don't know. Get him out of there. I mean, I get these guys on the Hornburg down here as well. I don't know why they've just been left up there. I mean, you could really like do a proper V if you wanted to. You could go like there, have another one here. Really force the pikes to make the decision where they're going to go. Yeah, over on this side. No change. Not a single change. Fountain Guard have lost one man. I don't see them like getting through this anytime soon. I mean, bring up your own pikes. I mean, I like how they're like, we're going to weaken the pikes and stuff like that. Because we have no way to counter them, but they have their own pikes. I mean, these are Uruk-hai pikes. They're not as great, but they're still pikes at the end of the day. And who knows? Maybe Gondor will retreat his. Knights of the House of Earl just still not moving. Best just keep an eye on that. I mean, every time the defenders retreat, they lose a couple more couple more men. So they turn their backs. A few more Earlings die. I don't know really who I'm backing. I kind of say I'm maybe backing the attackers a little bit. Just mainly because, I don't know, they look like they got the tougher game now. These poor Gondor infantry just got to stand here and just go, right, you just got to soak up the ammo. If you die, then you've at least died and saved a fountain guard. That's what they've got to think. That's what they've got to tell themselves when they die. Yeah, you can see over here, look at this. Like, Dumbledore has thrown everything in. Not a single man has been wasted. And, I'm not quite sure how they got in behind here. We won't question it. We've done enough of that already today. And here you go, Garrison the Hornbow getting thrown in. Spears retreating. Why? Stop retreating your men. You lose more men doing this. Like that guy there. He died. At least the general's mounted up again. That's good to see. I mean, he's going to go flying on into the back of his own lines. I don't really know if that's going to be healthy. I mean, there's pikes mixed in there. He's got to remember. And spears. I'd get him out of there. Get him out of there. Knights of the House of Earl still yet to make a move. I'm patiently waiting. We've got everything. Oh, they sent in some Garrison the Hornburg. Okay. I don't know. Do they want to just entertain the attackers or something like that? I don't know. Or maybe they're trying to silence the crossbows. Could be that. I would have thought the Garrison the Hornburg could probably stop this Uruk-hai archer unit. And Isengard's pulling through. Oh, Isengard, don't do this. Don't do this. A, this is not going to end well for you because there's Gondor carry waiting at the top of this hill. Also, it's just not a good look. Like, come on. No one wants a cheater in their lobby. There you go. Gets his just reward for pulling through. This unit's going to break. I know you're desperate to get up here and, like, get through and win, but I mean, at least try and win fairly. They have the assets to do it. They have these pikes. Certainly on this side, the pikes and patience, they'll break through. There's nothing over here that can stop. That can stop the pikes really. They've got no archers, unless the pikes turn around and let themselves get rear charged. The cav can't stop them either. Why is the Knights of the House of Earl going this way? Strange one. I mean, they could just go up there, come around. I don't know, maybe they're trying to stay hidden for longer. Really don't know.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Pike's looking forward, and they're going to pull through as well. Look at this. Oh, come on, Isengard. Come on now. So he's kind of pulled through to get into the right spot. And the response by Gondor is just to charge him with Cav. Did a pretty good job, actually. I mean, he needs to get out of there pretty quickly, because otherwise, yeah, this happens, the pikes come down, and Cav starts to die, like that poor man there. And they lost about half their pikes, dude. That was a pretty risky and kind of silly decision in the end by Isengard. Axe Stains. They're going in. Axe Stains and Gondor Archers to hold the line, and we've got a general on the line here as well. There's That's never a good sign. But here we go. Knights of the House of Earl, they're going to come up.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
They could rear charge the Urukai infantry. I think they're going to. But I mean, there's not much left that they can do really. They can just hold and endure this charge. In they go, nice charge there, and a draw apparently. I don't know what the time was. Must have been a timer for like how long. I'm not quite sure how long it was, but must have been maybe like an hour. But yeah, there you go. So Isengard. I mean, I think the good forces are going to go on and win it. I mean, when it's a draw, and I always say the defenders win because the objective of the attack is to take the city. And if they don't take the city, then in my eyes they lose. But yeah, there you go. This one was sent in by DF John, who was playing as Rohan. Did a pretty good job with his army. I mean, a lot of infantry here got like no kills though. Like all of his axes and swords like got like really low kills. His spears a little bit better, 79 here, 258, 171. These Erlinger men at arms are pretty damn well. His garrison, the Hornburg, did pretty well, 182 kills, 175. His Knights of the Mark only getting 4 kills. It's a bit of a rough one. But there you go. There's his sort of kills, and then we've got Gondor, who suddenly seemed to have a pretty good game. I mean, I say that his infantry did not that great actually. His Gondor swords, I don't know what happened to them. They're just getting ripped to pieces though. Like 38 kills, the best one there. 58 kills with his Axeman and Losnark. His Penethclin spears getting 67. His Gondor spears getting 56. I mean, this comes from retreating them. I feel like Gondor was constantly retreating his men, and it just means you lose more men and they break. His Vanguard did well though, 119 kills. It's actually the best unit he has here. 105 with an arch unit, and then 62 with his cav. And they probably would have gone on to get maybe 150. Then we got Trickart, who was playing as Dol Guldur, 110 kills with his general, who had a lot of like health left. I mean, a lot of men left. They should have already sent him in. And then they have 157 kills with these blades, 189 with this one. Champions of Dol Guldur down here getting 130, 138. Phantoms, yeah, not really many kills. Pikes, 12, yikes. And the Cavs did really well, 217 kills, well into that. And then we have one bot here who is playing as Isengard, 168 kills with his Urukai infantry, 168 with the Stormers. His Berserkers getting 90 kills. His Urukai pikes, yeah, nothing really insane here. And then he had White Hand Sapper. I didn't even realise. They must have like blown up a hole or something at the beginning of the siege. And then yeah, his crossbows like 56 kills, nothing like insane. They only got really used against the Fountain Guard, and did not really do much damage there. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this battle, do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. Feel free to join the Discord as well to get involved in some battles. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.